Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chan here, just about ready to head over to the stadium for the game, but just a quick update. There are no updates. Uh, George Kittle, I think, is going to play. I also think Fred Warner is going to play. I know Adam Schefter reported that, but that's kind of what we thought most of the week after seeing them practice on Friday. They were questionable. I do think George Kittle is going to play. I do think Fred Warner is going to play. Now, if there is any setback on any of their injuries, George Kittle's ribs, Fred Warner's ankle, if there's any setback or any aggravation of either of those injuries, I think Kyle Shanahan will pull them just because there's a Thursday night game coming up. So I think they're going to be careful with all their players. Two huge matchups, divisional matchups, Cardinals on Sunday, Seahawks on Thursday, quick turnaround, travel up to Seattle. So they're going to be as careful with their players as possible. And other than that, it's going to be 97 degrees in Levi Stadium. I'm going sleeveless because it's going to be hot. I don't know why I chose to wear pants today, but I did, but they're lightweight. Anyways, if you're coming to the game, make sure you hydrate, wear sunscreen. I put my sunscreen on already. But things to look out for today. How does the defensive line contain Kyler Murray? How do they stop James Conner? This is going to be a challenge, especially with Javon Hargrave out for the season, Yetur Gross-Matos out on IR for at least 4 games. Kevin Givens, T.Y. McGill, Malik Collins, Jordan Elliott is back. Jordan Elliott has been dealing with a knee injury, so he's back. No injury designation for him. So how does this defensive line really step up to contain the Cardinals offense? I think that's the big kind of thing to keep your eye on today. But about to head over to Levi Stadium. If I do see you, please say hello. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I've got a nice story coming out today on NBC Sports Bay Area about Trent Williams. And I talked about this in my last video about how, or I guess why he ended up with the 49ers. Obviously, a great relationship with Kyle Shanahan and Chris Forster. And mind you, it's Forster, not Forster or Forrester or Forrester. It's Chris Forster. I always hear it. It's pronounced incorrectly. But anyways, that relationship that Trent Williams has with Chris Forster, if you watch them during the pregame, Trent Williams, when they come out of the huddle, he always goes up to Chris Forster first and kind of gives him a hug, daps him up for the pregame warm-up. So just kind of a fun relationship. I mean, Chris Forster was the guy who really kind of stood on the table for Trent Williams to get the Washington Redskins at the time to draft him in that first round. So kind of a great relationship. You can watch those guys on the field. They've known each other forever, as long as Trent Williams has been in the league. So, I always love seeing those types of connections. On the offensive side, how does Juwan Jennings do against this Cardinals defense? How does Budda Baker try to, kind of eliminate George Kittle's position and what he can do on the field? I would also be, and I think this is why George Kittle is really hesitant to talk about injuries. I know all of them are, but especially when it's a rib injury. How does Budda Baker? I know it's not going to be a dirty shot, but any injury or any blow to the ribs is going to be tough. So, how does Budda Baker play clean? Does he aim for the ribs? Does he know which side? I don't know. We don't know which side. But how do they try to eliminate, what George Kittle can do across the middle? What can he do in the middle of the field? How does Juwan Jennings kind of, keep going, keep the momentum going for his pretty much breakout career? I mean, he really had a really great Super Bowl year or Super Bowl performance in that Super Bowl year. Not a whole lot, but in that Super Bowl game, really stepped up. So how does he, keep going? How does Deebo Samuel? How does Brandon Ayuk get going after such a slow start? So watch this offense and see how they do. But really, my eyes will be on the defense and seeing how they can stop Kyler Murray. All right. If I see you at the stadium, definitely yell out and say hi. I'll give you an update after the game as well. Stay tuned for NBC Sports Bay Area pregame. I'll be there with Laura Britt and Matt Mayoko. But we'll see you soon. All right. Bye.